Mr. Potter and Tabby walked the dog. Chapter 1 The Robbery Park. Mr. Potter and his fine cat Tabby lived next door to Mrs. Tabby and her small dog Jig. Mrs. Tabby sometimes gave Mr. Potter eggplant for a supper, and Mr. Potter sometimes gave Mrs. Tabby kiwi for lunch. They were very happy living side by side. One day, Mrs. Tabby slept on a kiwi and had hurt her foot. Mr. Potter and Tabby took her to the doctor. The doctor said, "This foot needs a rest. No walking for a week." "No walking for a week?" cried Mrs. Tabby. "But who walk my little lollipop?" She always called Jig her little lollipop. Then Mr. Potter, who had a very soft heart, said, I will walk you little lollipop." Mrs. Tabby was happy, but she was a little worried. "I hope he doesn't talk," she said. "Oh no," said Mr. Potter. "Jig would talk. I hope he doesn't web around tree," she said. "Oh no," said Mr. Potter again. "Jig would web. And I hope he doesn't chase other dog," she said. "Finally, especially the big one." "Oh no," said Mr. Potter for the last time. "Jig is a good dog. Jig is a fun dog." Mr. Potter looked at the little lollipop. "Jig is a dream dog," Mr. Potter said with a smile. The nightmare. Jig was a nightmare. The first day, Mr. Potter and Tabby took him for a walk. He talked and he talked and talked and talked. He talked Mr. Potter and Tabby through yards and courtyards and houses they had never been through before. When Mr. Potter and Tabby got home, they had to have some more milk and pudding and a nap. "Jig is a dream dog," Mr. Potter said to Tabby when they woke up. "Jig is a nightmare." The second day, they took him for a walk. Jig waved around tree. He waved around an arm tree. He waved around the pine tree. He waved around the pear tree. He arrived where Mr. Potter and Tabby with him. When Mr. Potter and Tabby got home, they had to have some more milk and popcorn and a nap. Jig is not a dream dog," Mr. Potter said to Tabby when they woke up. "Jig is a nightmare." The third day, Jig chased dog and he didn't chase little one. He chased big one. He chased a lost Russian wolf. He chased a great dane. He chased a short bunner. He chased them until they got bored with being chased. Then they turned around the chase Jig and Mr. Potter and Tabby, and Big Dog chased them through yard and quit. And home they had never and house they had never been through before. When Mr. Potter and Tabby got home, they had to have some warm milk and chiffon shortbread and a nap. Jig is not a doing dog, Mr. Potter said to Tabby. Jig, when they woke up, Jig is a nightmare. And the two of them sat a long time with wondering what to do. They wasn't sure they couldn't live through for more day with the lollipop. Chapter 3: The Dream Dog. Here the dear Jig, Mr. Potter said on the first day. You be a good dog, and every day after our walk, you got a nice surprise. Jig was a smart dog. He knew what a deal was. The 51st day, he didn't talk, he didn't laugh, and he didn't chase. He was a dream dog. So Mr. Potter and Tabby took him to the frost fight. Jig had a head fish sundae with extra cherry. The 5th day, Jig didn't talk, he didn't laugh, and he didn't chase. He was a dream dog again. So Mr. Potter and Tabby took him to the swimming pool. He jumped off a diving board 15 times. On the 7th day, 2nd day, 6th day, Jig was a dream dog and he went to the carnival. On the 7th day, Jig was a dream dog and he went to the zoo. When Mr. Potter and Tabby took Jig home for the last time, Mrs. Tilbury asked, was Jig a good lollipop? And Mr. Potter said, who had borne her past because instead of Kiwi, smile a big smile. He said Jig was a dream lollipop. Then he and Tabby said goodbye and went home and had a party.